This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a great, restful weekend and had time to think about Memorial Day and the ultimate sacrifice that a lot of our friends and family who are in the service gave their lives for the freedom of this country. So welcome back to the shortened week. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on Tuesday, May 28th. Let's jump right in. We have a lot to cover today. We had a little bit of a sell-off in the Dow, and there was some pressure across the board. But looking at breadth, we had 454 new highs versus 191 new lows for the day. 38% of stocks were advancing versus 58% declining. 46% of stocks are below their 50-day moving averages, and 35% are below their 200-day moving average. Looking across mega cap land, there was a lot of red actually today, especially in consumer defensive and healthcare, as well as industrials. But looking at the Mag 7, you had Nvidia up almost 7% today. Amazon was up 0.78, Google was up 0.96, Meta was up 0.35, Apple, Nothing Burger up 0.01%, Microsoft up 0.04%. But the semiconductor group continues to outperform everything else. Even the financials were red today. Looking at the sector analysis, energy actually led to the upside, up 1.2%. Tech was up basically 1%. Then you had communication services up 0.5%, and everything else was red. One thing that really still sticks out is the lack of volume on the SPY. We were able to successfully close above 31 million shares traded for the day, but at like 3:30, we were still at like 25 million shares traded. So I understand people are coming back from the holiday. It's like the summer break, kids are home, but this volume and breadth is not good. There's really one sector that's outperforming the rest, and within that sector, there's really only one stock outperforming the rest. This can't last. So either the breadth has to even out and you have more participants, or we're going to roll over and the only thing green will be Nvidia. And eventually, they're going to come after it. There is no Superman, unfortunately. So another thing that stuck out is, as you know, one of the things I watch is the yields, and the 10-year yield is above 4.5% again. So regardless of all of the rhetoric and the jawboning of potentially a rate cut, yields are increasing now for the past few sessions. That's something to watch. So we did have a mixed bag of what was strong and what was weak. Looking at what was strong today, you had things like GameStop up 22%. That's not what you want to see. Platinum caught a bid. PLG was up 10.29%. Bitfarms was up 9%. Pan American Silver was up 7.8%. Now, keep in mind, a lot of miners, silver and gold and platinum, were all in the green today. However, the metal underlying, like silver and gold, are outperforming the miners, which is something to watch. You'd get more returns and safety and liquidity just buying SLV versus something like SVM, which is Silver Corp. I noted today on Substack Notes that in the afternoon, SVM was almost as high as SLV, but SLV was actually leading the whole day. And then midway through the afternoon, SVM sold off and was only up 1% at one point. It bounced, but you're taking a lot of risk with the miners right now. You're exposing yourself to country risk, profitability risk, management risk, hedging risk, because a lot of them hedge, where SLV, just the ETF, is outperforming them. And until I see that change, I would prefer to get into something like SLV or GLD, because you can easily get in and out. And I'm just using one example of SVM versus SLV, but you can use almost any one. And just take a look at the junior ETF index SILJ. That was up 4.19% versus SLV, which was up 5.5% for the day. The VIX caught a bid. The VIX was almost as up as high as NVIDIA. So NVIDIA closed 6.22% higher. The VIX closed 6.15% higher. Nova Gold was up almost 6%. Let's see, I'm just going down the list here. KO Vanium bounced up 4.3%. ACMR, which is semiconductor group, 3.77%. You had Crocs, the sandal shoemaker, up 3.4%. Another chip maker, ASML, 3.03%. Dell, 3.02%. AMD, 2.6%. Extreme Networks up 2.5%. GDX up 2.3%. GOLD, which is Barrick, up 2.3%. Copang, CPNG up 2.28%. Birkenstock up 2.07%. NetApp 2.03%. And Shopify up 1.89%. What was weak? DraftKings down 10.7%. Zscaler 4.65%. Carvana 4.3%. Sweetgreen 4.3%. MongoDB 4.1%. Delta Airlines down 3%. Natural gas futures down 2.7%. Wayfair down 2.7%. GM down 2.6%. Toll Brothers down 2.4%. Red Rock Resorts down 2.3%. BITU down 2.3%. And Marathon Digital down 2.26%. For free members, I just wanted to remind you all that there is a 20% discount that ends tonight at 12 midnight New York. The link is on the show notes, so take advantage of that. Keep watching the Mag 7. Keep watching the 10-year yield. I've linked economic data calendar for this week, as well as true up tech layoffs, credit card delinquency rates. The Fred Indeed.com jobs data series is linked, as well as the true rate of unemployment, which is hovering above 24%, not the 3.8% that you see in the headline numbers. Premium members, please stay on. I'm going to be covering today the best defended stocks and how they are performing. Free members, I will see you all after the Wednesday session. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.